All right, we got our first like. There we go. Now tonight. There we go. Now tonight we are going to be taking care of one of our critters. But to do so, hold on. I made a mistake. I have to save myself from that. Really? But your flavor is on money. To you, that has a solid flavor. Every muscle on my body is clutching. Every pore on my face is twitching. I hate to think it, but there's a real possibility that I could be. Why did I do that?
This elimination challenge, I think, really divided the kitchen into two teams. One pair gave us like a demonstration on how to perfect clean. The other pair struggled under pressure.
Olivia and Nick, please step forward. You put out great play. You want both safe from elimination, or you let us about.
I expect to be number one. So making top 9 is like, thank you, one step closer.
Now, question is, what are we going to be putting the little lovely child into?
You do like you do with the second cage and clean half of it, and then.
No, we need to scrub it out because this is the third time that this cage has gotten moldy. What I think I'll do is I'll go and clean out.
Then you destroyed it seconds ago by flooding up. Tommy. So you tried to.
We'll go clean this out first, and then we'll go and take care of that little critter. Hey, folks. Gio, it has been a while, hasn't it?
It has.
You doing all right, guy?
What's that?
Yeah, clean this out first. Ugh. What?
She is out.
Good.
Tasting a mix is important. By not tasting it, showed us that you're just still not ready to become America's Next Master. Believe walking through those doors. Much better cook. Okay, please, let's say goodbye.
Now we are going to have to deep clean the scorpion tank, which means we're going to take her, put her in a temporary holding container. Then we are going to take her cage, dump the dirt out, and then scrub it in a sink with soap that we then have to rinse out thoroughly because you don't want her getting sick. Yeah, well, you know what, guys? I keep telling you that I have a sneaky suspicion that I risen with the tism a little bit more than I let on. Okay, I keep telling you that there's something not quite right. That my poems are all right, but I'm just not right.
Dishes of their lives. Used to get better back. And who will go down in flames? That is supposed to use the fat.
All right. And if you like boxing, hopefully tomorrow you can tune in and catch me getting my ass kicked on thrill of the fight too. Just kicked all over the place. I can't join. I have a girlfriend now. So you can't join in the discussion because you have a girlfriend now? That's a little weird. Is she controlling? Jesus. She better not be. Come on, man. Oh wait, I need to make sure I'm not missing anything. No, it's on all messages. Alright. Ha! Jason said okay, now I get it. And congratulations on getting a girlfriend. That is phenomenal. I don't know if I can legally say have fun now. Take her out on a date to a movie. There. Walk through the botanical gardens. Get out. Oh, well, I just kind of assumed. Oops. All right. I'm going to go and wash this real quick.
On the count of three, very carefully lift your whiskey boxes. 1, 2, 3. Five different types of liqueur. Bourbon, brandy, Calvados, anise liquor, cognac, and matches. This box reminds me of my college years.
Hey, Mimi. Movie theaters is it because they're overpriced, understaffed? I understand. Ooh, we have nickel arcades out here now. That shit is fun.
We need to do that again. Do that in the lunch.
Now we're getting ready to go and clean out the Scorpion's tank.
Alcoholic liquor and light it on fire. Burning off alcohol adds a delicate flavor. I'm using cognac to make one of my favorite comfort dishes, beef stroganoff.
I definitely would not have blown it up. Jason at work, I would not have talked about it. I don't know if that's what you did, but as soon as it got done happening, the event that we were talking about earlier on the live stream where I was gaming, the second it happened, I would have just done my best to forget about it and move on. Everybody over there goes and kind of has to interact with older clients. So it's not like what you did was completely out of the box.
Having 3 judges in front of me, flambe, 3 different types of plates is just an absolute delight of culinary studentry.
So beef stroganoff flambe with cognac.
Okay, kiddo. No, you guys can't see shit.
Amazing. This flambe demonstration is really
Now we gotta take her cage.
the closest thing I got to flambe.
Can I get you to move?
Around my house in 1998, and I hope I don't burn down the MasterChef kitchen today.
You alright? Careful. There we go. Look at that. Good girl. And that is success. I know, you don't have very good grip. I know, it's not fair. I don't want to stress you out too much, so we're going to get this done as quickly as humanly possible. And put you somewhere safe.
Everyone ready to light this place on fire?
Wyoming is calling your name.
5 minutes. Start now.
So we got to go through a process of looking for critters because oftentimes when you have mold that creeps up like this has,
Technique.
spectacular. It's not easy to pull off. I don't understand. It's a do to the flavour, and it starts to transform those amateur chefs into professional chefs.
I'm about to set this mystery.com fire. Fan making.
Because I didn't think about that, and I'm hoping we can get this done quickly and not have to worry too much.
I'm making almond shortbreads with a play on the old fashioned, similar to a bourbon orange flambe. I'm used to cooking with spicy, not really with fire. I try to avoid that, but first time for everything.
Okay, guys. 23 minutes remaining. Voila.
Yeah, there's a lot of mold in this cage. I can smell it and see a little bit of it.
Gonna do one of the famous things from the French Quarter, which is banana sauce. Looks like tonight you're going back to the roots. I'm trying to, this has got a lot of drama in it, and I always love to bring the drama to the dinner table. Never gets no. Effect. Yes. Good luck.
Alright guys, just over 15 minutes remaining.
What happened that you and Justin were talking about? Me and Justin? How long ago are you talking about? Justin?
Justin and a work issue?
You mean Jason?
Oh,
Jason's, he's worried that he is going to get fired because people are thinking that he harassed an elderly customer who was apparently acting like a Karen, which is standard for where we work. People act like Karens all the time. I honestly would not worry about it. I would not have sent myself home over it. I would have probably kept more so to myself. But this is, I believe, Jason's first job. So you gotta live and learn.
The most stylistic take up there, hands down.
Okay, I don't see any.
Katrina,
Yeah, chef.
how you feeling?
I'm doing great.
Tell me the dish, what you doing?
I'm doing
Yeah.
clams and fennel, onions, bacon.
The problem with our job is that there are customers that come in who truly believe that they are right, despite the fact that they drive the wrong way. They try to drop hazardous waste where it doesn't belong. They speed and then just shrug off us, telling them, hey, the speed limit says 5 miles an hour. Do you think you could maybe, go 5 miles an hour? You can't let them get to you, because if they get to you, they win. That's the whole reason why being a Karen occurs so much, is just people looking for that validation, for that win.
Well, guys, 20 seconds to go. Do your final comeback. 5, 4,
A 4-year-old at the dog park?
1,
Yeah. It's a good way to get somebody in a world of hurt.
great job, all of you. As you know, in every
All right.
mystery box challenge, trust me, eat what's there. It takes everything, it's nothing.
Congratulations, Hiram. You're special.
This first home-cooked dish combines 2 different styles of flambe. The dish has a fruit component, tonic. First, the judges are having quite impressed today with Tommy Ross. Describe the dish, please. It is pasta with maple and burning.
We're going to do this the long way. I'm pretty sure this bag can hold the dirt.
It smells incredibly fragrant, and you haven't just done the sort of cheese all create this colour. rich system, sleep without alcohol, just burn off. Right amount of cure. I love what you've done with the saving us on the CBD side as well. Solid, delicious. See, welcome.
I'm shocked that it got moldy with how dry this stuff seems to be.
Great flavor. I love the use of the bourbon. I love the drink. But there's the apple in the dessert.
The apple is really just the garnish, and the apple was actually cooked in the pan along with the banana.
If there was anything that I do to change up, it would simply be to omit the apple. It would kind of come from left field. But what's on the list is just pick up.
Glad you looked at the We have really simple, humble flavors, but you found a way to have them sort of scream and shout. I think that your pecans, for me, provide plenty of texture. But they're beautiful, they're perfectly thin. The flavor that you achieve in the caramel flambe really shows your confidence and strength in this show.
Thank you.
Yes.
This second dish that we
You can't tell, but how do you see the mold? Well, before I mixed it into the dirt, there were little patches of yellowish white. They almost look like animal eggs, but it's not. It is a form of mold. More so, I could smell it in the cage. And that's what really worries me. If you can smell the mold, that means that it's about to travel. You don't want it to travel, so...
Alright, Trina, tell me what the dish is.
It's hand-seared sea bass with the seafood stew.
Yep.
Clams, bacon, fennel, everything.
I got bacon, I've got clams, fennel, fish. You've made so many tasty dishes for us. I was happy to be captain. However, you just keep it better. It's the best dish I've tasted from you. The stew, bacon, all the flavoring in that is so tasty, man. That
I'm so glad that my wrist is hurting less.
you got it. You're going correct. Continue that journey. Get better and better.
The dish has got
That makes your teeth hurt.
something did that little bit touch of flavour.
Hey, Hunter. Well, it all depends on the type of mold. I mean, generally speaking, yeah, don't breathe mold in, but like black mold, that shit will fuck you up. Especially if you have weak lungs, it will make you a whole ass bitch. It can ruin your world.
Today I took my heart out. I gave it my best. I deserve it. I deserve to be in the top 3. Thank you. Thank you.
Steven, tell me about your dish.
Sea bass wrapped in leaves, flambéed, and then slowly braised with garlic and shallots and pecan.
All right, here we go.
It is dark.
Be back.
It shows that you clearly know how to use the dish. That's from the ingredients, from the depth flavor, there's the acidity. You're channeling so much confidence and knowledge in this dish. I was being blown away. I was so drunk and ordered this dish. Congratulations.
Really?
The alcohol really incredible with it without being overindulgent. You show finesse. Touch more seasoning underneath before we wrap things, but it's great. Whether you like it or not, you just wild beast. We're going to bring the best out of you, and I think this dish might not see
Good girl. Oh shit, that almost broke the cage. Put it on the wall. We're fine. Almost not fine, but we're fine.
And this dish looks like you're taking a walk inside. But I know my mama would love this banana spot. And my mama, Ellen, my baby,
All right, let's see here. 46%. Come with me and you'll see there's a mess that I have not cleaned yet. All right. So we are in the kitchen right now. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot water and dish soap at the bottom of this cage. Because our goal is to kill any mold. Because this cage, for one reason or another, consistently has a problem with mold propping back up. And now that it's like the second time doing it, I am just going to give it a complete and utter wash down like I did with some of the tarantula cages before I moved tarantulas into new enclosures. I was hoping I wouldn't have to take it this far because now I also have to wash off the Vaseline around the edges, but such is life. That's right, Hunter, and we are going to be using a sponge. So everything sponge, soap, once you get into that, you got to make sure you rinse it thoroughly. Yeah, well, I thought it would be cool. You know those small pretzel sticks? Back when I was still a juvenile, I thought it would be cool to take a lighter that I had found and light one end of the pretzel stick and then try to smoke it. The only thing cool about that was coughing so hard that I started seeing stars. That was probably effectively the first time that I could ever recall being in any way euphoric after smoking something. Ah, yes, I was hip back in the day. Let's bring you guys over here. Oh yeah, these are original cabinets. House was built back in 1902. It's got newer components, so we can't, unless we want to return it back to what one would construe as being factory settings, which I do not. As a matter of fact, if I can, I want to figure out how much it would cost to put solar panels up to give a big middle finger to the electric company that we Oregonians have to deal with. Did what work? Staple box. Things were made to last way back then. Also, things back then were made to kill you too, inadvertently. For instance, using asbestos tiles and things like that. Asbestos shingles. Very fire retardant, okay? Very good at keeping fires at bay. But also gave you lung cancer when you messed with it. So, if we ever want the siding redone, we're going to have to go and call in some specialists to take the siding down. All right. Okay. Now, we are going to take this, and hopefully my muscles will do their job. Gently. Now, take the cage, pivot, like so. No, I do not use Epsom salts. I've heard that I need to. Now, we take this, pivot it sideways, like so. What the French toast on rye? Okay, now I understand what I did wrong. I tipped the cup over. I'm seriously being half asleep. Well, I thank you for hanging in there with us. Okay, maybe we turn that down just a little bit. To get rid of the Vaseline, you want warm water, and you want to start from the top of the cage. You want to kind of use the outside of the cage to kind of trap the water as it's flowing. Now the reason why we use Vaseline on our cages is to keep the ants out. You do not want ants in your cages, but you also do not want Vaseline to stay on your cages either. So what I'm going to do is break some shit. Oh, shit. That's way too much pressure. There we go. All right. Of course, there are going to be some spots that we miss. We'll go in there. Don't you have a hose outside? We do, but we don't. We have a faucet outside. Our hose is damaged and has been damaged for a while, so we kind of tiptoe around using the sink. We've actually gotten quite good at using the sink for this. What we do is we're going to go through, scrub out the inside of the tank, scrub off the outside of the tank. Take this. Also, helps that it's fairly light. Yes, thank you, Acid. Now, I go back in, scrub dib, turn this, that, so that we have all of this ready to go. Fuck. Seriously? Cheap ass paper towels, do your job. Okay. Now, are we fucking done with this falling bullshit? Jesus. Hey, Acid. Wait, how's everything with the critters in the trailer? The critters are now out of the trailer. They are moved back into the house, reorganized and ready to go. The scorpion was amongst them. Missed quite a bit. We have signed the paperwork for the house. Everything is set and ready to go. It should be relatively in our name by May. May is when everything seems to be kicking off. Don't feel bad. We're all human. If you gotta feel bad about having memory issues, then I've got to feel bad about having memory issues. And if I've got to feel bad about having memory issues, then it's going to be a really sad day because I have a lot of memory issues. Okay? Okay. So let's all just feel happy and not get weighed down by too much stress brought on by unnecessary duress. Huh? How about that? Don't make me turn on some of that freaking Barney music. I swear to God. We will all suffer together. Are you ready, kids? All right. Now this should be ready to go. Oh, God. Now, I don't have any razor blades on me to get rid of the water stains. We'll try to shine them off a little bit. All right.
Olivia.
Here we are.
Orange and ginger with a honey soy glazed chicken on the toasted sesame seeds and cilantro.
Right. I was so certain it was going to fall apart. I'm one of those people that is very, 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 very hypercritical of things because of the things that I personally endured.
Definitely could have done a lot better.
Who? You think this dirt's still good, right?
Next up, Tommy. I'm really happy with this dish. My chicken wings, my chicken drumsticks. They look like solid gold. Let's start with this, please. Stuffed cracked fried chicken with a kicker quinoa corn waffle and tomato whiskey mama. Wine. My Aunt Lorraine and my grandmother always kept a little coffee can of duck fat in a baking stove that was safe. Nothing went to waste. Chicken. Incredible. Waffles. I love them. It's authentic, delicious stew. Fine, done back. It's a treat. I think it's one of your best dishes that you've performed so far. You may look the part, but now you can really cook the part. Very good. Tommy, have you got on country episode? I am country. I was just stuck. Flavorful of the night. This marmalade jam, you jarred up celery. Awesome. This is the deal right here. This is what we're further in the competition. Thank you so much.
You know, it's gonna take time.
Okay. First.
Yeah, sure.
See that?
Yeah, I don't wanna get rushed.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
So you've left the cooked chicken on the
When it comes to the house, we were very fortunate.
So you've left the cooked
Thank you for the 12 likes, by the way.
serve me the feet.
When do you get mod? When you finally tell me who you are, DB Cooper?
It's a shame.
Well, if you want to use dirt from outside, there is a means to actually go through a process.
Don't you can like bake it?
You can bake it, you can boil it, and I gotta tell you, boiling it is no bueno because of the smell that comes off. Baking it's a little less nauseating, but not by much. You can bake it, boil it. You can't put it in a stew because that's technically boiling it.
What about freezing?
I don't know about freezing. There are a lot of things out there that can survive freezing. But yeah, boiling dirt. We buy our dirt online. This here is organic cocoa brick. Now what you do is you take your brick, you put it in a pail,
Good job. And now for bad news. For the overall two worst dishes, one of these will be going home. The first home cooked, there is a fruit component
you fill the pit. Well, they don't fill it. You put some water in the pail with the brick, and the brick will expand. And you can also get Eco Earth. That's another brand.
That's our main one.
That's our main brand. Sometimes we go off brand. Hey, King Corgi.
that there's never been in the product. Please step forward. Body.
All right. I'm going to go wash my hands and we're going to lift some weights, huh?
All of the main people going on seem to be a very strong chef. I'm shocked for us to sit around to sit down here. Shelley, you know, at the beginning you said everything's got to suit you.
I got the grocery list made. We might need to talk who we like because of how much cheaper it is.
Yeah. Yeah, all sorts of weird ways to do it, folks. Which is quite all right. I mean, most people would say owning these animals is weird in and of itself. So just go with the flow of what you need to do. If you're going to be using these Reptibricks to go and take care of your animals, always make sure that you go and you let them dry out for your arid species before you put them in the cage, or put it in the cage with your arid species animals, because if you go and you put the Eco Earth, the cocoa fiber, the peat moss in there with an arid species, while it's wet, that species is going to be very stressed out
Cucumber.
for a very long time. I'm going to get in the way. Wait, when are you going to come through?
In a moment. Sweet.
That's because they are tired as fuck.
You're not gonna have jerky tomorrow, made.
Why?
Cause I haven't cut it up yet. This is still good till the 5th.
Honey,
What?
what about Monday? on. All right, Corgi. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for the like. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I guess I'm cutting it up tonight.
Well, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Oh boy.
What?
I feel like I've made you mad.
Seriously?
Ah.
No.
If you're going to be working there, I might want to move my dirt. Because we don't want stuff getting done.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
It's my dirt. It's a bucket of dirt. It's the dirtiest dirt out there. I dozed off. Dude, you're freaking tired, man. You take care of your home and your family, and then on your spare time, you go and you take care of a bunch of kids who
Oh shit, we need those two.
did the ROTC.
Okay, that tells me who you're talking to.
You're tired. Oliver, quit it.
What's he doing?
Trying to cover up his food. Just eat it. Eat your food.
Plate.
Fucker.
I need to add paper towels to the list.
And this is what they keep doing. This little camera is right over here. Oh my god.
Now what are you bitching about?
The fucking camera they keep knocking over. I just need some coffee. What he doesn't tell you is he already drank 6 pots of coffee before now. And he's just like, I just need one more pot of coffee. Just one more to get me through the day.
You know what that is.
Maybe some caffeine pills. Give me that tail. Yeah. So, one of my favorite pastimes is getting myself banned from groups on Facebook. And one of the things that really pisses me off, as I brought up before, is the fact that they have armbands in a game that is like loosely based off of military simulations for the United States. They even have the name MARSOC in there, which, as I am told, is directly connected to the Marines. Okay?
I thought you said Navy.
No, it's Marines.
I'm wrong.
That's what I'm told. In any case, they refuse to have a United States armband because people are worried about getting bullied.
Then they should have no armbands.
If you're not smelling, then you're not. Yeah, well, that's because some people like us, we need to have something in our stomachs when we drink it. Oh, Wolf, get out of the way! Don't give me that worried look. You guys are okay. You have a whole room over there to dawdle and play. Go. Get away. Okay, now. What are you saying fuck about?
I cannot make you jerky.
Why?
We have no soy sauce.
Fuck! We were at the store the other day!
Paste it. Need to add to the list for tomorrow.
My jerky!
You'll just go one day without them.
Are you hearing this? One day without jerky? I guess I can handle it.
You have candy instead.
Oh god, I'm gonna get diabetes. This is outrageous. This is a travesty, I tell you.
No, try to see if you haven't taken the garbage out yet.
Just calling me out of my shit like that. Well, get out of here. This. Oh. It's a wolfie. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if it'll work really well. It was fucking shitting out on me earlier. Ooh. Ooh. Touches. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Thank you.
Did it work?
Yep.
Okay.
Without, I'm sorry. No.
Just gonna go soak now.
Or you can go out to the store right now.
Do you want me to?
No.
I would totally take care of Wolf and walk him.
Come and get him.
Oh God.
He's probably happier.
We're not giving away my brother's dog. All right.
It's like a sense of appreciation. It's like if you don't take something from every single moment here, you're wrong. In the same way, if you go to culinary school, you still going to teach people that don't know what to do with food stamps, that are single moms, that food is power. And I'm gonna do right by you guys. If you got those shots last year, and you like, I remember her.
Okay. Oh yeah. Chicken's also extremely good protein.
Having that tomorrow.
Fried chicken, right?
And then it's also do chicken fajitas.
Ooh.
Do you like that?
There's my favorite is chicken enchiladas actually. Chicken enchiladas with white sauce.
Yeah, but I can't. Not have to be a you and me night.
Oh, because of Micah. Alright. We're getting these moved out of the way so we can start taking care of the animals while waiting. Alright. So. Start with this little critter, who I actually have a poem for. So, I think that will be our poem of the night. Just have to go and recite it really quickly. Where's my poetry journal?
Did you find it?
Where is it?
It's on the stove.
This? Oh, it's underneath shit. Okay.
Previously on MasterChef, the home cooks faced a fiery challenge. But Steve produced the hottest dish that was diverted.
Sesame. Okay, here we go.
Put a target on Derek, who will have to make the same
I'm gonna rehearse it really quickly. It's hard to manage. As it persists, this is a very long poem, by the way. So buckle up. It's gonna take 4 fucking ever. I think I clocked this at 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long.
Welcome, guys. Come on
She's
down.
living on the list.
Oh, there's more stuff.
So one can't dismiss in this game. It makes some or less. Will bring a sense of bliss to folks who can't resist.
Find out. Oh boy.
Those who sneeze,
Welcome back, everyone.
see.
Tonight, you'll be facing your next big
I'll snatch a cat.
You see
To
those
know the
crates
fame her hand is critic.
tonight
I stand to see it.
are going to have to prepare
Though the sight of its fangs might
incredible fresh food inside
to
those
bite
boxes.
during a fight could cause quite a stir to deter despite it.
One dish.
Doesn't live despite just to survive. Family of 3, it might
Everyone that we have coming to dinner
take it
tonight
freely.
at MasterChef restaurant.
Aggressively as we set prey free to be food source, the main course introduced without remorse to succumb to a force we endorse. They are seen as going outdoor
Team will have to create an elegant, composed
insects or
entree
or
for all of the VIP
Or
guests dining
it's
on
not that they adore or feed before
are going to be
introduced.
judges tonight.
Tommy and Petal, you have the winning dishes in the last elimination challenge, so that means you
They are on the
have to
food
honor
chain
the
and
next
thus
2
remain
team
strained by the same insane cycle maintained. Gained by what we entertain is chance.
I'm always
And to lose your stance in the song and dance.
alpha male
Shoot one glance it away to enhance.
In the background. Now, finally, I can show that I'm a person who can guide.
Company, you did have a winning list. So, first. The first person.
Found life presents may be less intense as we dispense food, act in defense of pets. Can be found primarily on the ground, scrounging around where bugs are bound to be found. For us, where they do their best to rest when trapped.
What did I do so wrong in my life that
Down to nest with their
me first? We're almost polar opposites.
deaths laid with to dissuade escapades as eradicating hares aid, quelling raids, and to treat tirades and various predators they're afraid may prey on them someday. A defensive creature with an aerial feature that's quite the teacher, because when thrown eradicating hares can inches have shown to land on the skin, causing a full blown inhaled, your system will be assailed by irritations on a scale that might prevail at making you sick and pale, possibly even frail. Right, as it affects air. I suspect the subject is meant to get wrecked from inhaling hairs they elect to eject. After often sought but seldom bought, these creatures more often than not have got a price tag that makes folks distraught. A lot and can be fraught with stress brought by vibration sent. These guys can't stay dry. So I am misting to comply with conditions I know will rectify problems that can. I know some intend to follow trends that tend to get them to spend money on pets they find. In the end, so friends, please comprehend that these depend on you to do what you can to see them make it through a strife that ensues. Alright, here we go. That is a ridiculously long poem. But it is about a tarantula we own. So let's get to it.
Now for the good stuff. Next, what are we taking into Matching Box?
3-minute long poem. Shit is ridiculous. It's about this guy right here. It's hard to miss the Theraphosa hypothesis as it persists on being on a list of arachnids I promise one can't dismiss in this game that makes some remiss, while bringing a sense of bliss to folks who can't resist. This species that brings degrees of unease to those whose knees grow weak when teased sees prey to appease needs. They'll snatch a catch to dispatch and match foes out to hatch a plan to land a fang or hand on this critter that can reprimand any that might stand to see it damned. Though the sight of its fangs might set things right with fright, to bite during a fight could cause quite to stir to deter despite another creature's attempts to smite this beast that doesn't live to spite just to survive the night. Out of a family of 3, it might not be the heaviest to be kept frequently, but it's a beast you'll see grow impressively as we set prey free to be a food source, the main course introduced without remorse to succumb to a force we endorse. They are seen as insectivores, but when outdoors, they'll look for meals they can score upon the forest floor. Insects or a poor vertebrate they can't ignore. It's not that they adore gore, but must feed before energy stored is used till they can't refuse predators who choose to abuse as they look to have them lose their life to amuse dues that ensue. They are on the food chain and thus remain strained by the same insane cycle maintained by those who retain lives gained by what we entertain is chance. Whether you advance or lose your stance in the song and dance, that seldom grants a means to even glance at a way to enhance one's existence. With us, there's a sense that said presence of foes life presents may be less intense as we dispense food and act in defense of pets that make some tense. Theraphosa can be found primarily on the ground, scrounging around where bugs are bound to be found. In the Venezuelan and Brazilian rainforests, they do their best to rest when not trying to quest after prey they ingest down in nests where they're less likely to be pressed by unwanted guests. Nests laid with web mats made to dissuade escapades as urticating hares aid in quelling raids or unexpected tirades from various predators they're afraid may prey on them someday. A defensive creature with an aerial feature that's quite the teacher. Because when thrown, urticating hairs are prone to make you moan and itch if shown to land on skin, causing a full-blown reaction on their own. And when inhaled, your system will be assailed by irritations on a scale that might prevail at making you sick and pale, possibly even frail. Though itching is a bit indirect as its effects aren't immediate to detect, I suspect the subject is meant to get wrecked from inhaling hairs they elect to eject. Often sought but seldom bought, these creatures more often than not have got a price that makes folks distraught. They're worth a lot and can be fraught with stress brought by vibration sent or their environment. Being consistent when trying to prevent lament can make teas content. These guys can't stay dry, so apply a misting to comply with conditions I know will rectify problems that could make them die. I know some intend to follow trends that tend to get them to spend money on pets they find offend in the end. So friends, please comprehend that teas depend on you to do what you can to see them make it through strife that ensues. Jesus, that was long. So, that is the half of the poem that I'm trying to make as a video that incorporates the Theraphosa and the Lasiodora, two species that are considered to be amongst the heaviest bodied tarantulas that you can keep in-house. Now, as you can see, this little gal has got herself a nice little mat up here. We've got to make sure she has no mold growing. I don't see any. I did before. I think it timed out at 2 minutes 30, but I didn't mess up as much the original. Could have been 3 minutes actually. But you got to have videos that are 4 minutes long, or they're not considered videos by YouTube. They're considered shorts. And you can't monetize off of shorts. You got to monetize off of videos. So I'm currently writing the Lasiodora poem, and I will merge the two into one super long, informative video, and it will hopefully last at least 4 minutes. It was crazy. It had some good parts to it. It really did. There were other parts that were kind of dragged on, maybe repeated the fact twice. But trying to get it all in there, it is so difficult. Look at that. By the way, we are not doing the outro for that. I think we've had enough. Or I have. So this is her up close, and it is a her. We have used the molt to sex this tarantula via ventral sexing. Turns out to be a female. Females last much longer than males. Males will last maybe 4 or 5 years tops. Females can last up to 20 years. So we've got a good amount of time with her. Later on down the road, we might find her a male and get going on some of the breeding prospects we had. By the way, we're not going to get any baby green bottle blues.
22 minutes until we start.
Nobody's listening to me, you guys. Oh.
I couldn't even do anything like that at all. Well, you probably could, but I have been fortunate. Like I said, I think I've got something going on upstairs that's not necessarily normal, because back when I started, I had this thing that I called Hiram Radio. It's just thoughts playing in my head constantly. Kept me entertained while working my first few years as security, and then I started putting into paper, and it turns out they rhymed pretty well. And I kept feeding that and kept practicing, and that's where it lies. Is you got to sit there and you got to practice and practice and practice. And if you don't practice and don't keep feeding it like a muscle, building it up like a muscle, it's going to go to waste. And it's not going to hit that next step that you want to get to. Eventually, I would like to learn how to rap, because that's like the end all. That's taking it, putting it to a beat, and then selling it. But for right now, we're just poets. We're just doing poetry. We're poets. It's the word I'm looking for. Now, when you're trying to take care of this particular animal, you want to make sure that it's got plenty of humidity. You don't want to overdo it, because then you'll grow mold. You feed it once a week. Try feeding it insects. Some people will try to feed them pinkies once they get this side. M&M style, that's right. Or I would like to add humor to it, like Jim Carrey did back when he was making fun of Vanilla Ice. That was, in my opinion, Jim Carrey should have just ran with it. He should have ran with it. That shit was gold, and he just let it flop. And I'm just sitting here like, I would have bought every single motherfucking CD. I would have bought every single one of them. He could have done movies, and he could have done rap. And it would have been the shit.
So this begins in 6 minutes. Our guests are starting to arrive in the
Man, missed opportunities. Handle your shit, critter. You'll make your own gold. I'm just saying. That man, oh my God.
Forget that, vegetables or foods have natural flavors. They often put way too much cheese or butter or something to overcompensate for that.
He kind of got kooky in his older years, but by God, he was phenomenal. It's going to be what I'm complaining about when I'm in the retirement home in an old age. You know what? Back in my day, son, I had to watch the rapper that never was. The old Jim Carrey.
No, we won't be doing that. You'll be the troublemaker who's racing wheelchairs down the hall.
Ordering tarantulas to keep in my room with the orderlies not knowing about it. Oh, yeah. All right. So let's go and get the dirt into this cage. and get the little guy back in there. And we still got to wash out the dishes.
That's right.
Now remember, you got to give your scorpions plenty of dirt to dig with, just in case they feel the natural urge to bury themselves. Okay? It will happen every now and then. So preparing ahead for it could prevent you from stressing your animal out more than it needs to be.
I think it looks beautiful. Okay, so 1 and 2 service. The square of rice, it's like the curry cascading one side and the dry curry cascading down the other side. The cucumber salad on top.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go and wash off the lid that we had in there. And you got to wash everything off. You're going to wash off the lid. Make sure there's no mold spores on there. I'm going to go. I can do it right now, actually. What you want to do is you want to dig a shallow trench. Guys, just something shallow, because that is all the scorpion is going to be looking for when it comes to a hide, is a shallow little trench under a flat surface, and that will be just perfect. That is what they look for out in nature. That's why you will find scorpions in little rock crevices, or down under boards or pieces of metal, flat rock, just like that, like a little dugout. You can barely even tell it's there. That's how you want it. You come over here, the lid, some soap.
I prefer the poutines plate. The rice is so well cooked, and the combination of like the sauce is perfect. One more. I prefer the cheese. I really like the butternut sauce. The earthy texture is so good. I'm all red.
Okay, listen. All the folks have gone out. Good job. Right now, there is nothing you can do. I hope that our talented home cooks will deliver a truly memorable meal. Please welcome that made your exquisite petcare dinner. The red team, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So take this. Boom. That's it. It's all there is. Right there. And that is all she's going to need when it comes to a hide. Anything beyond that, and she will make it herself. Because believe it or not, when it comes to having loose dirt like this, it is perfect. Oh, come on. You're okay. Oh, hey. You're fine. You're okay. Okay. just stubbed my toe on my 50-pound weight.
I cannot believe
Ah,
first thing I tried.
there you go.
Betty, congratulations, please. Make your way up. Watch the balcony. Everything you know. That means translate credit. Pressure test, following. Back into the kitchen.
Now, actually, we're just gonna go and re-gift her this. Go wash that off. And use the top of her lid for a little oh, what is that, like wading pool for her, as we have been.
Olivia, Claudia, and I got Thursday. Keeping it exactly what she wanted. She wanted practical. Is that what you wanted? Ethel, Garrett, Olivia, Claudia. That's lady. What do you think about your last dish and last recipe?
Yep.
Hero of your next dish.
We are gonna use that orange thing. It's got less stuff, less grooves for the fucking dirt and stuff to hang on. I was just cleaning that out, and I'm like, no. All it takes is one mold spore.
On the count of three, lift your body. 1, 2, 3, lift.
Alright,
Relax that. I'm down. Good order before.
there we go. So she's got 2 little swimming pools up in her house.
Nice. Next.
Garrett, on the count of 3, lift your box up.
I should probably go at least run some water over that screen, considering that's where the mold had to come in through in the first place.
Cooked with that before. Usually get this part over here.
Alright.
Something tells me you probably know where this is headed. 1, 2, 3.
Every really major party, we do a whole roasted cake. I am totally in my head right now. That's a new thing. If you should not turn around.
I don't want to look.
No, I wouldn't have asked you. What's in here? We got the straight with that ball. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I weighs more than you. You have a huge cow's head.
Yeah, I do.
Alright.
The entire animal.
Are you digging already, girl?
The tail, the hoof, and of course, the head.
Tonight, we're going to use your hands to make sure that you are one going home. You will have just 60 minutes to make us an incredible dish featuring at least one part of that head.
Scooping out her cage.
A limited pantry where you'll find an array of ingredients.
Durs, it's okay to take. You know what? You go ahead, sir. Take those power naps. You earned them. Alright? Dude's acting like he doesn't deserve it, man. Think of it this way. Future you is going to be mad at current you for not taking advantage of the naps. All right. Just like I am mad at the younger version of myself that completely blew off nap time. Just think about it.
They are so easy to overcook.
I hope she's happy now. We got into cleaning that cage. Like, that cage better fucking have no mold left in it. No mold spores, nothing of that nature.
I think Claudia wants to send a strong message to everyone about
Yeah, Durs, that is pretty fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, the minute's gone, 52 minutes remaining. Come on, guys. For what have you last time cooking in the massive?
I had my reasons, obviously, for not joining the military, one of which was that I did not trust the government to tell me who to shoot and who to kill. If I can't trust the government, why would I go work for them in that fashion? But another thing that makes me happy that I did not necessarily join is the fact that I don't think I had the headspace equipped to deal with that kind of trauma. And I know now that I really did not, because of the fact that the abuse that occurred to me as a child haunted me up into my adulthood. And I could only imagine just how more fucked up I'd be had I gone out into combat, come home, and had to deal with that shit. Listening to individuals talk about the fact that they are haunted by their time overseas only solidifies my understanding that I was best suited for other things. And I'm so sorry, Durs, that you have to deal with that. Because that's probably the roughest shit anybody can ever deal with psychologically, and in some cases, physically. There are people that came back absolutely broken. Thank you for your service. I'm sorry that you have to suffer because of it. That ain't fair.
What you do, what's this?
I'm going to be making braised pork cheese tostada. It's gonna look like a tostada stack.
Can you hear me? Off the spot.
Yes, chef, they're already in there, and I'm gonna be making some.
All right.
So, confident?
Absolutely. I think you're really gonna love this.
1, 2. 3.
Alright, so
Two.
we're on video right now. She's got those cheese cookies. She can see a lot of her garlic.
3.
We'll never go back and put that flavor in this guy. You see the one up there?
He's going with the house, with a nice cauliflower puree.
Seared cauliflower.
But look at the way
Seared cauliflower.
I don't want him out.
Good job there. Thank you, Steven.
I think it's really fixing it.
Watch yourself. Hey.
Garrett is on right now, and nothing has made me happier in this entire contest than to watch the competition's demise. It kind of brings joy to my heart.
Hey, throw it.
I feel so pizza.
That thing is gonna explode. 20 minutes remaining, guys. Watch yourself. Run. Throw it. Drop it. Good job, Garrett.
Pressure in the kitchen.
Steven, what do you think the best get understand? He's in the pretender. I'm definitely feeling the pressure. So
Steven is so vocal about getting me into the competition, trying to get in my head. All he wants. I don't care about you and your garden. I'm here to win.
6 to go, guys. Cut visualize the dishes.
So Steven, home cook. I think he's one of his home
Yeah.
cook.
We can serve you tonight.
Yeah, Pebble sounds like she's never cooked lamb before. She's tasting.
Minutes remaining. One of you, your last 2 minutes in the Master Chef kitchen. Start plenty, guys.
Out.
Please, put everything on there. Start finishing off your plate. 6 seconds remaining. Right thing, guys. seconds remaining. Heat it down. Okay. 9, 8, 7. Got to be on the front bench. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over the air. Well done, Sophie. That's what I call best test. Because this is amazing. Great job. Let's start off with the team captain in the last challenge, petcare.
This right now, amazing. But if you sit, if you understand too spicy. I don't know.
Describe this place.
When you take bread and with tender dressing right, a small Rudolph size, yogurt.
So because you can't taste it, you just go on perfume,
Smell.
smell. You already know what's the tongue and what's the action.
The time I tried that actually, and the cheek and
Cheek.
yes.
It's confusing because the actual tongue and taste are like the perfume and spice. Way too much rice, slightly undercooked, both oil and meat. You've got this level of finesse of cooking meat. We've never got that level of cooking the vegetables. That's the beauty
Got the water over there. You okay, Wolf?
Next up,
Don't
the
pass him.
heads of Derek.
Oh.
Sounds like a band.
Does Derek the Elephants. All right, tell me what we have here.
We have a tandoori spicy house over a coconut and orange cauliflower puree with braised cabbage, smoked mango balls, and a grapefruit gastrique.
Visually, it's the prettiest plate that you've ever come up. Thank you. But the flavors seem a little strange. I mean, mango, grapefruit, and smoked tandoori spicy. It's very much that. It's like a fusion.
Oh shit.
The fish is cooked right. That would have been more mango. I don't think it's so the coconut and cauliflower adds the musky flavor that cabbage adds. Doubling down on each other.
Awake juice is tasty.
You have a tendency to overcomplicate things. I think that that's not true.
I really want to show you that eating a tennis grater.
I need a head wrap.
Is to
Oh my god, do I need a head wrap? I hope not all of them wound up in the floor.
Okay, Claudia, so you had a pig head. What's the dish?
I made a tostada stack today with a braised pig cheek, mango and pineapple salsa, and then a chipotle crema topped with crispy figure.
I think it's beautiful. I'm gonna go in.
And this very much has a rustic charm, but it is vibrant and beautiful and thought out.
Listen to that crunch.
It's so bright. Keeps sort of like building and syncing up. Get those pig cheeks first. Get the French flip to passata, the cabbage brings in acidity. It's delicious.
Thank you.
Those pig cheeks are absolutely strong. Really great job.
Thank you, Chef.
Chef,
Right, just try this, please.
we have a barbecue beef cheek with braised kale, sauteed vegetables, and cheddar cheese polenta.
Presentation-wise, it looks like it's just kind of a little neighborhood bistro because it's got that rustic charm, the cheddar cheese grits and the barbecue sauce, classic. Talk about sauce.
All right.
We got the onions, garlic, orange juice.
They may be cheap head wraps, but they are head wraps.
You like the soup?
Now, let's go and take care of Little B.
About this dish is hard to identify that it's a beef cheek because that sauce is so strong. It could be anything, lamb shoulder, it could be a lamb's tongue, a pig's cheek. I wanted to taste the beef. This is really tough because you're up against some strong competition. I'm going to narrow it down now. Every little detail is actually going to take to knock each other out as competition. My issue is the hero. That's the beef.
Oh, honey, eating a salad. Well, I guess you wouldn't consider it a salad. It had more meat in it and protein than it did leafy greens, but
This is really tough because you're up against some strong competition.
eating leafy greens is coming back to
The hero.
bite us in the butt.
That's the beef. That's my beef.
And once again, a bowl.
Uncle Derek.
Yep.
Please come around front.
Or do what they do in prison and have family front them a bunch of money from outside.
All three of us.
Not that I'm comparing the military to prison,
Absolutely remarkable.
but pretty sure having a financial boost via family members definitely might help increase your chances of surviving.
I did not deserve to be in this country, Chef, so I'm so happy to be going up to the doctor.
If the military offers you the ability to take college courses while going in the military, take up the offer. Never ever turn down an offer to better your growth. Doesn't matter whether you're in the military or somebody offers you a job that potentially has future implications. Take up the opportunity. What's wrong, honey?
This game.
Wait, did you slice up that meat already?
I stuck it in the freezer as roasts.
Oh.
And tomorrow before we leave, I'll take it out of the freezer. So when we get home, it should be good.
All right. So this is our La Sidor Parabana. Where is that poem that I worked on tonight?
You present today beautiful dish. Unfortunately,
These teas are easily pleased, just appease their needs and keep their feces out of water they don't want seized. La Sidor Parabana is fauna. You'll wanna keep more than an iguana, though they can act like a prima donna due to drama. When young they might bite or throw quite a few hairs if some sight causes them fright. But as adults they shy away from acts that may cause dismay and tend to stay dormant all day. And when the day ends they tend to descend to impend death on prey forced to attend a fate I wouldn't recommend. They get by, staying out of the watchful eye of most animals nearby who might try to apply efforts to see them die. For they are on the menu for animals who look through leaf litter to find a meal to pursue. Their own kind will eat their behinds if they find each other during tasks that align with trying to dine. They'll do their best to defend nests from unwanted guests, as guests tend to cause them unrest, and They do their best to avoid such a mess, and the stress would press. Their burrows pose a safe haven from foes most know would impose woes with even mild blows. Tarantulas are not a tough lot, though when caught or simply distraught, they'll give violence a shot, but when it's brought, they can easily get got. You can't drop these critters atop a surface, so stop trying to prop these critters up for a photo op. Because if they hit the floor from height more than 2 feet or have to fight for their life, gore will likely be what's in store for the poor creatures that just want to be ignored. A clutch laid could aid in helping these species evade any notions displayed that they have strayed toward the brink of being extinct, though I think they're more overlinked to success when it comes to, well, I haven't finished the poem, but still, that's it. Lasiodora perhibana, which is a pain in the ass to say if you want to do it right, make for some pretty interesting animals. We've had both male and female. This here is a confirmed female. She has been with us for many years. She's also the one tarantula that will let me pet her. She went from being stressy and aggressive, or ready to give a reaction that's defensive, to being quite the mild child, if you would. They are primarily insectivores, but just like the Theraphosa apophysis, if given a chance to hit up a vertebrate that is sick, injured, and or small, they will jump on the opportunity to do so without hesitation. Now, could this wind up getting them hurt? Yes, of course. As I mentioned in the poem, these guys are not indestructible. They look like tanks, but as it goes, they are actually easier to hurt than a lot of your standard house spiders. Some of those house spiders can be dropped from higher heights and will survive the impact due to the air displacement as they fall. Oh yeah, Spanky. These guys are heavy-set little buggers with abdomens that, well, they're basically made out of skin. So they hit the floor from a height over 2 feet, and you could wind up critically injuring them. Maybe they'll lose a leg, maybe they will rupture their abdomen or carapace and bleed out. Why would they bleed out that easily? Because they are nothing but high blood pressure critters. That is why when you see a dead tarantula or spider, they're typically curled up with their legs underneath them. That is due to the hydraulic pressure that their heart automatically gives to keep their legs open, having gone away. Yep, no, because that stupid fucking stomach bug is probably systemic and it's no longer just a stomach bug. What started off as giving you the truts when you poo has turned you into someone who cannot do all that you want to. There we go. Put her away, and we will move it over. Take Charlotte out, view her, put it back, lift weights. We're doing 2 animals at a time. Yep, that about sums up life with the stomach bug, with a bad stomach bug. Now, if you're lucky, you will have gotten something that is more or less 20 to 48 hours. When I got food poisoning, that's what I got. It was like 24 to 48 hours of me, my ex, and her sister crying outside the bathroom door, taking turns sitting outside the bathroom door, begging to be let in the bathroom door, because as soon as the bathroom door shuts, the timer starts. When the timer starts, you only got about maybe a minute before things get urgent again. Welcome to food poisoning. It is not fun.
You want to fruit to the business and really take it to the next level and really make it exactly what it needs to be.
And it doesn't just affect if it's the good shit. It doesn't just affect your number 2s. You will wind up doing the number 3s. Everything coming out both ends. What can I say except you're welcome for that thing you got in your head? What can I say except you're welcome? Now you're filled with utter dread. Oh yeah, no, that'll do it. It's an instant, like I said, it's a ticking time bomb. The second you get off of the toilet and you leave, you've got X amount of time to get back to the toilet. That is your existence. And it's not fun. Well, no. Now,
We definitely size each other up. I just want to win this. I'm gonna have to beat the best. You know, I think if you nail this, it's a huge message to Stephen from the other packs. And very smart. Thank you, sir.
you're like, it's already over. I'm already going to have to burn the pants. Just don't come and bug me. You're not going to want to smell what happened.
Chocolate ganache that I'm gonna pour over it. I'm feeling really good about this. I'm gonna think of my basic skills and like.
All right. Oh, don't go away that just yet, child. So this is our little white knee tarantula, Charlotte. She's still got a pretty decent sized booty, but she hasn't eaten in a while. They can take months in between feeding. She started coming out when I decided to give her less spritz overall. We're hoping that we can find that middle ground where I can give her just enough to make her happy and to keep her healthy, because she is being finicky. I'm going to take her water. Whew. All right. And Durs just went and dived into his coffee. I don't know if he'll be up or he's just going to be having hyperactive dreams.
My guess is yes.
My guess is, oh God. So we're going to leave just a little bit of dry coffee. Coffee is the best. Coffee is love. Coffee is life.
Coffee is gross. Tastes like bitter burnt water.
Didn't you use coffee in my favorite cake?
Nope.
What'd you use to get it so moist then?
The recipe said?
Oh, it was delicious. And you need to do it again.
Maybe the next paycheck I'll do it. One after that.
Red Bull ain't shit.
The first and only time I tried Red Bull, I almost threw up.
Yeah, Red Bull tastes like you use it to clean vehicles. And I don't mean the interior of vehicles. Dream about running to the moon. Fuck. What? Why is Durs kicking the sheets off his bed, man? Look at him go.
What'd you do, huh?
Fucking, is he breakdancing? What the shit? Whoa! His wife is dodging and weaving. Shoo, whoa, ooh, ha, yeah.
Remarkable. Beautiful flavor of the natural ingredient. There's a little dust on top, it gives you some texture. Good stuff that you can do this. You now feel that you're equally as strong in the sweet road as you are.
42-hour shift. If anybody tried that here in Oregon, the company that they work for would get shut down because that's no bueno
The
here.
longest I've done is a 16-hour shift,
I have done,
and it was overnight and wasn't.
technically speaking, if we want to go way back when I was still working up on Coal Creek, I did like a 26-hour shift while we were putting in a septic tank. So that was fun. I almost slipped and fell in. That shit was dangerous, pun intended.
Really elegant performance. It's clear and taking note of every single
Like as soon as we got it hooked up, there was a turd floating in it. I'm just like, we haven't even put the lid back on it yet. The other one that they had in the yard, they literally just collapsed.
What?
The other septic tank, they didn't take it out, they just collapsed it. 12 monsters in 3 hours. Isn't that supposed to make your heart go? You know, the old school Hollywood, heart explodes, blood comes out of the mouth, person goes, not good.
I have a dense coffee chocolate cake with a mint ganache on top, and
Alright.
Now, do you feel that you're stronger with sweets than you are with savory?
as a chemist, one of the things my professors told me, he said if you can bake, you can do
As
heavily.
somebody online put it, that's something for future you to worry about.
I think it could be more coffee flavorful. But you're definitely back again, for sure. Good job.
Just a few days closer to the forever nap is how they put it.
The dish looks
Yeah, no.
why desserts.
I love dessert. It was, the thing my mom never really allowed me to have. So for me, it was just kind of my favorite thing ever when I was able to get it.
No bueno, no. That shit will have you fighting those demons, those shadow figures off in the distance. You start here whispering, you don't want that, okay? Don't do that. No.
So the third and final dish that we would like to take a closer look at. This home cook showed a really incredible amount of finesse. They've never won.
With the other round, I think I just hope the judges love it.
Ugh.
It's a vanilla coffee with a coffee musk pulp, and then a mocha chocolate and crumble crushed big chocolate. I want the coffee to build, so with the cake, it's only a little bit.
Those bitches were right next to me. Fuck.
Or where you're gonna start tasting.
It did exactly what you said it would. The flavors of the build and build and build, and you get that incredibly If you have this in your arsenal, you are gonna go a
Whew.
really long way. It's really
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Seriously, don't use that kind of plastic charm you've seen in the middle of an arm. Why mascarpone? It's what I think there's one with really light cake, and then you kind of get more of a bite. Wow. It's elegant, it's light, it's spongy, it's more coffee every layer through. So well done. Thank
Now
you.
what we're lifting
Brilliant.
is a 50-pound kettlebell. Kept calling it a cowbell at first. Kettlebell.
Coffee inspired dishes. Let me say, there can only be one winner.
I'm so far separate from Nick. No Nick's flavors are there. The guy has a great really well. But I have a restaurant quality dish. It's an undeniable win.
The person receiving a huge game-changing advantage to a big, sincere
Whew.
Derek, Ethel, Nick, 3 coffee-inspired dishes.
Now,
Sincere congratulations. Yeah, baby. Mystery box win. Yes, yes, yes.
next tarantulas we're taking out
Like that. Girl,
are the Monocentropas balfouri.
I finally got to her.
Bring it down. Now they are an arid species.
Let's go, guys, please. Excellent. So I think things are going to work a little differently. Here's why. You do not choose what everybody out there has to cook in this daunting challenge.
That's right. We had already made friends before dinner. We want to celebrate summer with wow. A summer party platter. Take a look at this. We've got barbecue chicken.
We have our male right here.
Shrimp skewers with peanut dipping.
We have our female
Delicious, juicy sliders.
right down in here.
Tortilla chips with salsa and guacamole. The entire platter is homemade from scratch.
Now the females tend to have a lighter color pattern. Their carapace, their abdomen, the first segments of their legs from the body. The males tend to be darker. Look at that. Now they have plenty of water. I have a feeling she's either going to lay eggs soon or she's going to molt, one or the other, because she has been super dormant. Again, these are an arid species, so what you want to do is give them a water source and just a water source. You don't want to be misting the cage at all, because that could stress them out. They are found in the wild in Yemen. If I ever do go and clean their cage, I'm going to give them a hell of a lot more dirt to play with than what we did this time. Because I think that's ultimately what they need. There you go.
So, next week, when it's next weekend, it's in like the 70s.
Yeah,
I wonder if we should put the fan in the window.
maybe. You saw dead people? What'd you do, work in a morgue?
You were both worried about. The first person has a palate that's great. This person's in my way. At the same time, I don't think this person can bring it in, especially in a challenge like this.
Got 10 people in. You guys, how's it going? What's up?
With Steven.
No, it was a Dollar General. Oh my God. There's a difference between dead people and those who feel dead inside, Spanky. Come on now.
To keep cool, calm, and collected so we can get through this challenge victorious.
Who are you going to go after next?
This person is someone that is a threat. On the other end of it, this person is not.
Jesus.
First person I'm going to say for this next team is Patrick.
Heather.
Let's go and bring this guy out. This cage belongs to our Vietnamese centipede, who, just like before, is a giant no-show. Seldom do we actually get a chance to show this creature off to the masses. Fuck.
That means that, Claudia, you are with Ethel.
Oh.
Right, we've now got all our teams, as you you know, you're not be cooking together at the same time.
Still here. Same thing if you look at it from the right angle. Oh my god.
Then when we shout switch, trade positions. You'll have 60 minutes to replicate the exact party plan. How many stations do let's go? Nick, try to place upstairs on the balcony. Trying to make this summer encounter in 60 minutes with someone you get along with is hard enough. Try doing it with someone you dislike. Give me the popcorn back.
Alright guys, everything
All
you
right.
need, every ingredient is placed on the station behind you.
Your toughest 60 minutes you have ever spent in the MasterChef kitchen.
Yep. He must be dead center.
Come on, Claudia.
The fuck? Alright, where the hell is it?
That's it. So let's talk about the prioritization in terms of the most important things. So the first thing is the chips. Get the dough made, let the rest of the stuff all out. After that, you got to start blending that burger by saying stop. Probably should.
Fuck, where is it?
And then after that, I would start to go from
There it is.
You fix them, nice and crispy, and in.
My tongs.
The other thing is the onions and the mushrooms, those gotta be cooked down.
Slow and low. Okay, that's the.
Then screw the shrimps, open up, marinate them so you've got a lot more flavour. Your sauces, your dips, your crudités. Last 15 minutes, guys, on that.
I'm gonna start getting the shrimp ready, yep?
Yeah, do it. Think about your chips.
Okay, I'm going.
Where do you think these home cooks could go wrong?
Inability to-
You are not doing good, my guy.
Divide this up by saying, you take care of this item,
Somebody's dying of old age.
you'll work it out.
I'll get started on the pigs in the blanket so then when you're coming in halfway.
Oh yeah, it's one of the elders. Well, shit happens.
And after that, we're gonna cut our buns.
Yeah, we're gonna do something else. Excuse my potty mouth.
Don't worry about it. Let's start with the Tommy and Katrina first. I need 2 drinks for the count. It's a team.
She's got an instant tummy past Teen Town. She's gonna move her tummy.
Somebody get him a popsicle. He's gonna be sore back there.
I think it should just be flour.
No, you have to take it. I know, take it.
My takeaway tonight is Derek and Steven.
Yeah, I mean, this is the head-to-head, chat about this is awful. To get those two together, I just think it's like oil and water. There's gotta be light and water. We're doing more. I'm looking for more. Guys, 1 minute back until our first switch.
When I get in, what I'm gonna do is get tortillas down.
I'll leave you up top so that that freaking centipede can find you easier. He is probably burrowed somewhere down dead center. Look at that. That's a fresh tunnel. And that's a fresh tunnel. We got some old tunnel over there, an old tunnel right there. So what he'll do is he'll make his move. He'll come out middle of the night once everything quiets down. And he'll strike what he can find if he's hungry. And he'll be all over the cage to find it.
I just said cut it.
Are you listening?
Cut it.
No, I'm not imagining things.
See a doctor.
Okay, if you yell at me one more time.
If you yell at me one more time, I'm gonna flick my hair at you.
Looks like there's so much gel in it. I don't know if it would move.
Surprised his head doesn't just burst into flames with the open flames that are in that kitchen. Honest to God. Oh, I've got 20% battery left. I better go plug it in. Poor Spanky.
Why?
He's got food poisoning. Well, it might be the flu. But the fact that he said that he was running, if there were the flu, his body would be too degraded for running.
Or he's just that stupid.
They're quiet because of the shenanigans. I still need to post a video of what happened with the bush earlier. Them wrapping themselves.
Oh, you took a video.
Oh, I took a video of that. The dogs went and literally frolicked and played around this bush so much that they tied all of their leads together around this bush so they couldn't go anywhere.
Buns, I'm gonna toast those buns and zip them to the sides of the burger. First things first, clean up a little bit.
Nuts. Just one clean cutting board. Just one. Life's already too damn dramatic. Oh, I will. I'll post it on YouTube. I need to just make a long collage of all of our animal shenanigans on YouTube for like 5 or 6 minutes for people to enjoy. The spiders, the snakes, the dogs, what we have with Monkey, if we can find some.
So all the burgers are cooking. Yes. I'm watching both you work, not one person's taste. So if that is undercooked, how are you going to get back to season?
There we go.
Good luck. Right, you guys, let's find out what's going on. Who's doing what?
Now, what was that?
All right.
After you do the mushroom brown burgers,
Burgers are a little small.
please trust me with
Okay, they're small. That's right.
Think about it, there's no oil in that pan. In the mushroom.
Alright, we're good.
Listen to your
Here we go.
don't strain a thing.
House, you should probably put a fence up and just let the puppies run around the fenced in yard.
I am listening.
Wow, I just had a fucking moment there. I was just like, oh my god, I need to clutch my pearls. No, I was looking for my my Bluetooth. I was just like, oh, that feels weird around my neck. There ain't nothing around my neck. I'm just losing my mind. Off we go to the fun house, folks. Whee! But yeah, the back portion where the blueberries currently are being housed is almost entirely fenced in. So what we're going to do is go through the process of figuring out what we have to do, the permits that we need, because God forbid you build anything on your own property without having to get permits first. The city also requires you to get permits to go and get a solar panel or solar panels installed. So they want their little bit of money, which pisses me off because they haven't earned it.
Jeez.
I'm going fast as I can.
I'm surprised you cannot hear somebody snoring from over there. That's loud.
Is it touches? Oh my god.
Derek and Stephen are working against each other. They're not even communicating. Derek's literally standing there, arms folded, watching Stephen like, oh. 30 seconds.
Just turn it down. Don't turn it off. She's awake. You woke her up. Mission Impossible is now mission failed. The fuck?
What?
They're my feet. Do you mind if I step on them? My dog's trying to trip me from behind.
Sounds like a you problem.
Huh? 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 What are you doing? What are you doing? You know he's not lost enough weight when he has to turn about like a fucking boat in the living room. He's got to put his whole ass effort into going sideways. Poor baby, we'll get you thinner. We'll get you thinner. Yes. Fucking. Yeah. That's what Oregon should be like. Especially after news of government wastes and whatnot in Oregon came out. Then there's the fact that downtown, the city of St. Helens decided that they were going to put money into rebuilding the downtown area without asking the citizens of St. Helens
And it looks ridiculous. Looks like it's gonna cause more accidents.
Yeah. They put one ways in where one way shouldn't be. They have put brand new cement setups everywhere, hoping that people will use it. And it's not even a guarantee, okay? There is no guarantee that more people are going to use it because this is a tourist trap. This isn't like if you build it, they will come. No, that's not how tourist traps work. Tourist traps have times a year where people will come through and spend their money, like at the coast. You want to go during.
What is he doing?
Why are you licking the water dish for this? Get out of here.
What do you
For the scorpion? The lid for the that we use for the water dish for the scorpion that I just like washed off.
Steam grilled them. He cleaned them. I skewered them and marinated.
You dirty, dirty dog! You dirty dog! What were you thinking? You have a whole thing of dog food right there, but you want the scorpion's water dish? My good puppy!
In regards to us working together, yeah, it was interesting.
You weirdo.
For each other as also
Seriously.
like towards each other.
Absolutely. We were able to put everything else aside. There was one thing that mattered, and that was this platter. Everything was done.
Unbelievable.
It was a good joint effort.
Are you thrilled? Are you happy with yourself?
On the burger. The burger.
Yeah.
Got a good flavor in it. Who was in charge of the chips?
All right.
The chips, the guacamole, both did the salsa, both did the ranch.
The tortillas are great. Beautiful flavor.
One, two. Hey, Ray.
Tastes a little bit like.
And I don't know what happened between us, but it doesn't look like something that I would get. You look like you were fresh. You didn't look like what I beg motivation. That's it, personally. I think you could have done better on your own. I think you could have done better on your own. Agreed? It's a mess.
Where is this?
Tortilla chip. It's weird soggy bread.
Here we go. We're gonna try this again. Sit. I'm gonna stay. Damn it! She keeps waking up. You have your phone. Record it. However, she's about to go and stand up because I'm going to take Oliver out. Looks like Oliver, because both Duchess and Wolf are asleep, and Oliver wants out.
She just picked her head up.
Oh shit. Come on, Ollie.
We'll have to record it.
We need to charge one of those phone charger thingies. I have 17%. Oh. Make it fast, Ollie. I need to plug my phone back in. Yeah, we have some. We just keep forgetting to plug them in. And that is where the problem starts. I mean, the problem might have started years ago with drain damage, but you know. Hey! Oliver, you do not. Come on. No. You do not. Stop that. Or I'll drag you up onto the porch and you can forget about going number 2. You might want to think about it. Oliver, go potty. There it is. Sometimes it takes the parental voice. No poop in the home, that's right. This dog right here, Oliver, he went poop like 3 times on the walk this morning. I don't know where he puts it. Because 2 of those piles were standard piles. They were massive. And he just dropped them like it was nothing. I'm like, my God, dog. I don't remember feeding you that much. Oliver, come on. Come on. At least his tummy's not feeling as sour today. God, somebody's let their crotch goblins run around town. I can hear them shouting down the street. Right? Good girl, Duchess. You done? Oh, you done for the day. Come on, let's get you back to getting some nap. Let's go. Duchess, come on. And we also gotta go plug the phone in. Because it's close to dying. I got 8 people here. You guys should sound off if some of you aren't affiliated with the group. We would like to get to know you a little bit better. And if you are, what the shiznickel, man? Say something. Speak to us. I wouldn't say that, but... Alright, now let's go and get the Brazilian blue violets down. We'll probably grab all the cages at once and just knock them. The Brazilian blue violets and the Harpictera pulchripes. And then we'll lift more weights because, it's arm day, get swole!
How's your wrist feeling?
It's not happy that it's arm day, but by golly, I think it's going to be happy when we do push-ups tomorrow. Because that's the goal. Tomorrow I'm hoping that we can do 27 decline push-ups in a row. That's the goal. First set, 27 in a row. Second set, 25. And just keep it.
What?
Get the fuck out of the garbage! Kennel!
Bathroom?
Kitchen!
Oliver!
Get in your kennel. No. Get in your kennel.
Tonight, we take that out, because I also have all the meat scraps in it and the chicken nuggets from a couple days ago.
Wolfie.
You're such a you got one, but
You didn't do nothing wrong. You get your... Oh, you're okay. No, Oliver, get in your kennel. Oliver, get in your kennel. Now. In your kennel. Sarah put a fucking takeout box in hers?
that one's my fault. I forgot to pick it up off the floor. So that's why she's not getting me in trouble for it.
Oh yeah. I heard the crinkle of the garbage, and like he had his nose up in there, and I was just like, oh really? So that's how we're gonna play it. Get the fuck up on out of here.
I want to get a lid for it, but we always end up overfilling it.
Yeah, this is true. What we should do is just go and bring the garbage can from outside into here.
I could do a joke about seeing if they have bigger ones.
Oh fuck.
I still don't know how we go through so much garbage.
Shit.
Actually, I know part of it.
That dog tries my patience. Way too much. Moochie, did you shed?
Oh, we also remember to take rats out, man.
Oh yeah, because tomorrow's feeding day for the snakes.
Yeah, it does. Oh wait, that's every day.
Well, we happen to be mammalian. We're not even 1 in a million mammalian. More like 1 in 5 billion. Right? Is it a billion or is it still million? Is it 6 million people on Earth? I can't remember the numbers.
I might need a Tums tonight.
Did our little boy shed? Somebody looks like he's got fresh new skin. Oh, he did. Can I have that, please? Thank you, baby. Oh, looks like he urinated in it, but it's a full shed, but it's going to have to get tossed, unfortunately. But look, Mochi is a fresh new snake. May I pick you up, sir? Look at you. Yeah. You got a new do. Look at that. Hims is a clean boy. Doesn't get more clean than that. Now this is a leucistic ball python. He is a breedable male now. He is of age, and we have an of age firefly morph female. Hey, buddy, you are so pretty. Look at you. Look at you. Absolutely stunning. We lucked out with this guy. He is actually a snake that we got on budget. What's of age? It's actually not of age, but it's of weight. And he is in the weight class. I need to look it up, but he is well over it, actually. Females need to be of a higher weight class if they're to breed. He's still got some of that red hue to his scales, but
And he's already old.
he's already shed. So, I think he's what, 2 years old now? 3?
2, I think. Oh,
He's,
he's not 3. I think he's like 2.
he does have some visual problems. He's like 2.5. Such a good snake. Let's go put him back in. There you go, baby boy. Thank you for letting us see you. You're so pretty.
Steven is going through the task.
He's our little noodle. Just another snake that we need to go and get a bigger cage for. Yeah, the weight is a big factor. It's the same with assessing the female. Generally speaking, you got to make sure she is healthy and relatively fat before you breed her, because females will go off feed for the duration of their what is that called? They're being gravid. They're having eggs. So you got to make sure that she is set and ready for it. All right, so this cage belongs to our Harpictier Pocribes. This male moved back into his little condo. He had been on top for a minute.
I'm starting to realize that I can't do it all. I got 1 minute on that other risotto. I cannot eat it bread and
There he is. Right there. To me, his markings resemble that of a wolf spider, but they are an old world species out of Africa. You will find them in the grasslands, possibly the outskirts of deserts. They are a heavy webbing species that is considered medically relevant. However, that being said, medically relevant does not necessarily mean as medically relevant as other animals, because there's only been one death related to a tarantula that we know of, and that death was of somebody that got a bacterial infection. It was not the venom or an artery or a why can't I remember the name of that organ being hit. It was literally a bacterial infection that traveled on the in the puncture site itself. Now, care for this animal is pretty straightforward. You want to keep it at about 75, 77, up to 80. They are from a warmer climate, so they might be a little bit more durable in the warmer weather. I hear some people keep their tarantulas in temperatures all the way up to 85. I don't know if I would recommend that. Ours have been staying around 75 to 77 for the most part. They do get upwards of 80 during the summer. So, yes. This is an insectivore. It is much too small to be going after most vertebrates. Would not be going after snakes or rodents. Even pinkies would probably be too much of a fuss for that critter. I'll take that, put him back up in here. Mochi's a good snack. Ow! This is dirt. This is a cage of dirt. This is a Brazilian blue violet male. See if we can get a good, yeah, you can see his tibial hooks right there. And a little bit of the, my finger's going to be huge, the boxing gloves on his pedipalps. Those are his male organs, if you would. He goes and he charges those on a web that he lays and then puts his essence on. He goes and he taps those pedipalps onto his essence, or his essence onto the pedipalps, and then he goes and he seeks out a female. Now, he's been mature for approximately 6 months now. And it's usually a year or two after they hook out that they pass away. Male tarantulas just don't live that long. One of the many reasons why females are more expensive to get your hands on. Now this is our older male who actually hooked out after the male that you just saw. So it took him forever. No, wait, no. Nope. The last one was the older male. This one is the younger one that that hooked out before the other one. Sorry. God. I saw the bald spot and I was like, oh, wait, no, I've got it backwards. Whoopsie doozle. So like I said before, these are insectivores. The females are very important, but we've got to remember, and this is something that I have to remind myself when I get bummed out, the males need homes too. That is why it is critical, in a way, to go and buy tarantulas, in some cases, without knowing whether it's male or female, to give it a chance, to give it a home, to give it a life. These animals did not ask to be born into captivity. Out in the wild, the majority of these tarantulas that we now have would actually become food for other animals. That is why tarantulas have hundreds, if not thousands, of babies, depending on the species. It's because of the high mortality rate. We humans are very good at meddling with things. Now, I myself am not upset about meddling with this aspect of nature because this aspect of nature had a very morbid side to it. And we humans took that morbid side to it and we turned it on its head. And of course, started to turn a profit. But in some cases, in some ways, we have furthered the progression of these species by making sure that their numbers have continued to climb as they go out into the markets. Would I go and release these little buggers out into the wild? Absolutely not. Because Darwinism, evolution if you would, has not been given a chance to properly take shape. That is, what the fuck? Opium are, I would ask if you're high, but your name's literally Opium Sean. Yeah, the males need to be taken care of too, not to be forgotten. But whenever somebody goes and says, oh, they should be released out in the wild, I'll be like, no, we are about 3 to 4 generations past releasing these guys out into the wild. All right.
Start some laundry.
I need to take some rats out. All right, I'm going to step in front of the camera for you.
What?
I'm going to step in front of the camera for you.
Okay, you need to take what?
Rats out?
Oh.
Is that purple? Oh, that purple bowl, was that clean when I put it in?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to use that to first we're going to rinse it off, but we're also going to use it to fill up some of these water dishes for the snakes. Oliver, move! Ugh. All right, here we go. What in the fuck? All right, we're going to go through, we're going to rinse that out, we're going to do it again. How in the hell do I run water and there's that much dog hair? Did I forget to rinse out the bowl itself and just rinse the outside? There's more dog hair in the bowl than there is on the carpet. Here we go. I'll have to go and actually take her water out tomorrow. You're fine, child. Oh, she is hungry. Sean, I think you might want to put the crack pipe down. Just saying, this does not sound like opium. Actually, this sounds rather messed up. That's what that sounds like. I want to take a second, take a breath, evaluate what you're saying on a live stream, and maybe don't say it on a live stream. Just a thought. 'Cause, yeah. Yeah, they wind up dead too. Fentanyl is no joke. It is probably the worst thing to hit the market since the history of bad things to hit the market. It is literally a drug designed to kill you. Gets you hooked, then you die. Because someday you're going to take the wrong amount. And you're not going to have something that's going to bounce you back from it. And then your family's going to have to deal with it. Of all the things to try to joke about, that's not a joke. Neither is the N-word. Unbecoming. Oliver, you're going to walk through here. I need you to stay out of the way. Sit down. Just for right now. Could you sit down? Oliver, sit down. Don't come here. Sit down. Sit down. I don't actually have a treat. I was trying to get you to sit down over there.
You do not know how to do it.
But
Oliver. Oliver, sit. Good boy.
when I take the garbage out, we need to get that scaly the shed off.
Don't even think about it. Get over here.
That's crazy for chat, but okay.
What do you still have left to do?
Roaches. I'm gonna curl one last set. I don't think we have enough time for me to do another set of Around the Worlds. Said hi. Yes, opium. Which part's crazy for chat? The Taster 627 or the whole premise of this very discussion that we're having? Bit wild, not gonna lie. I don't know how this even happened. Well, you said some shit you probably shouldn't have said on a live stream. So that's how that happened.
Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he gets reported, that's on him. But if I get reported for it, I am going to go back and be like, hey, look, I'm not the one that instigated that discussion. That was on him. Please do not try to retaliate against me for shit that somebody else said on my live that I have no connection to. Yeah, Opium Sean. I would watch out because our discussions here...
Isn't that local?
It is local. Our discussions here are now directly recorded onto YouTube for their moderators to take a look at. So somebody comes through, sees what you're saying, we might get both in trouble, or you might get the boot.
I just realized something.
What?
For Micah's birthday or for Christmas, we need to get him like 5 keyboards.
Oh, fuck. What's wrong? You're looking at cats again, aren't you?
I'm playing my game.
Oh.
All of a sudden, in the evenings is when it hurts the worst.
Sorry, honey.
Maybe the weekend after my birthday.
He might be trying to mess with my income that I just got. Haven't even gotten a full payment yet because they wait until you have earned $100 before they put it into your account. But I mean, I could start being super strict, or I mean, certain people in the chat could grow the fuck up. Just saying. Now's the perfect chance. Not talking about Durs or Mimi, by the way.
Why would you tell that to me? Like what?
I don't know. I'm just emphasizing that there's one person in the chat that I'm talking about.
Because the other person we already gave the boot to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he didn't make it. All right.
I didn't realize that.
Look at all of those babies.
There was a snake killed in the Friday the 13th.
Are you serious?
It was a real snake. 'Cause to make matters worse, it wasn't some wild snake. It was somebody's pet.
Are you
I
serious?
had to watch his snake get killed. He apparently had no idea that he held back from punching the director.
So they just let a pet get killed?
Well, they did it on purpose.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah, no, somebody would be getting sued.
This was back in the, like I said, the original Friday the 13th.
Jesus.
So before anybody could get in trouble.
You know those itty bitty isopods? The ground is absolutely crawling with them.
I hate those things.
We might have to do something like scoop out this excess stuff right here.
Or just kill them all.
What do you mean just kill them all, honey? They're in the soil with the roaches.
Not the roaches.
These are the dubious.
Oh, never mind. Is this true?
They're feeding off of that pink stuff right there.
Elon Musk sells X.
To his own company. So he basically sold it to himself. Okay, we're going to start putting this stuff up on top like we used to. Like that. And we're going to let those cage cleaners clean up that mess right there. And we're going to stop feeding them like that. Hopefully it'll resolve itself. Yeah, I know. I know you do. I just don't want to be one of those creators that starts losing subscribers because they get too strict. But it might have to be something we do because certain individuals want to test the waters. Okay. Luckily, I haven't heard any sort of negative feedback about the discussions that we've been having. Primarily, it's just been you guys that have been getting hit with shit like that. Honey, while we're out shopping, we need to make sure I charge my phone. Not phone, my watch. Tomorrow, we need to make sure we get all of them push-ups in. All them push-ups. Yeah, it is wise. They say the majority of wisdom out there is gained via personal experience. So, maybe I should listen. Oh. All right. What are you guys, hungry or something?
Hi.
What?
The Oregon Humane Society has a cat named Ginger Ale.
Are you serious?
A 7-month-old male.
Well, that's a female. 7-month-old, huh? Do you want to get off of me? She really is pretty. Look at that. Can I get you to turn around? Come on. Good girl. What?
I have medial patellar luxation in one or more of my knees.
What the fuck is that? Sounds uncomfortable. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone that looks like a male. There are a couple that are fresh molt, but no male. So now we go through the process of feeding. Now, because we don't have... Actually, that's a good idea.
Where the fuck do they come up with these names? Demolished blocks.
There we go.
Kitty has eye issues.
Do they have any that have the same issue that Monkey did?
So far, no.
I'll take another one of those. He was such a good boy in his own way.
I still like oatmeal.
I still say that we might want to think about getting... Oh, can we order another thing of fish flakes? We're going through it a lot faster than I thought.
I'll buy one today And then on payday, I'll buy 2 more.
Okay.
And then Monday, I ordered 2 pounds of the roach food. That should last us a little longer.
Are they coming with more of the
I think so.
water packets? Because they're eating that shit too.
That's quick.
What?
It's supposed to be here tomorrow.
The roach food?
The fish flakes.
Okay.
One of the things I like about Oatmeal is he's in a foster home, but he lives with dogs. And
Gotta be careful with our dogs, though.
well, one more than the others.
You know, it's not even Wolf. Oliver?
Duchess.
Duchess. Duchess reacts better to other animals than Oliver does. Alright.
I just have a question about it.
What?
He's got his brother Barley's there too. Would they have to come as a pair?
Are they both neutered?
But it's $150 each. But they're fully vaccinated. They're sniffed.
Sorry. Duchess down. Duchess down. Come on. Get-
We'll move to the
get
side.
down. She's moving to the side. Alright. Plans for tomorrow are pretty straightforward. We're going to be...
Show them the picture.
This is the cat my wife wants to get.
And those are the 2 brothers.
Tomorrow we're going to Costco. We're going to Winco. I'm hoping to do some of the boxing games so that I can work out more. If I have enough time. They're asking how old they are.
It doesn't say. It just says young.
Just says young. It doesn't say the exact age.
And this is the brother Barley.
Aww. That's so cute.
Barley's the shy one. Oatmeal's the more brave one.
Mm-hmm. We could turn the bottom of that tank right there into a catio if you not catio, a cat den if you wanted to. Just take a sawzall and cut a hole in the side of it as a door.
What do you think of Oatmeal?
Would you get the 2 brothers together? That's kind of what we're wondering about. I don't even know if we're ready for one cat yet.
Right?
It
feels so weird, lost without having a cat. I have never, until right now, not had a cat.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna feed the snakes, do the push-ups, play the boxing, work on, if I can have any time left, work on the poetry. And I've got to mow. But mowing only takes about an hour. So we'll see how much time we got. Tomorrow is supposed to be a very beautiful day. It's supposed to get up into the 60s. And it should dry that lawn out. In any case, you guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.